attention, attention. Overly blunt in this one. First to mention, gotta get your Thursday right for the weekend. Overly blunt podcast for the treatment. Keeping this shit 100 not a notch low. Cause 99 too far from a hundo. New week, new Thursday. OBOB.
Yo, so we were at a 1-year-old birthday party, right?
Shout out Jasmine.
Shout out to the homegirl Jasmine. I got drunk, but like off the Henny, off VSOP Henny, off the white Henny. No, it wasn't white Henny, huh? No, it was just like special edition type Henny. But I got and I was so sad because of the 1-year-old birthday party. So I made it
drunk uncle.
I made it all the way back home. We're in the driveway. Next thing you know, I wake up 3 in the morning, maybe, throw up all over me, and I'm inside his car. So when I finally got like Concha's back, I'm like, oh shit! I realized, and I was kind of like mad because I had a whole fresh new fit. This is the first time I wore this. First time I wore this fit. Brand new shoes, everything. To wake up and then hear the stories from him.
Oh shit.
Cause I was hot.
I was embarrassed. Embarrassed.
At the 1-year-old birthday.
He was a drunk uncle. and I was hot because I was out there for like an hour trying to get him out the car.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get out the car. Like shivering in awe. He wanted to be in the car.
Tell him about the spinning part. Because that to me was just, I can't believe I did that.
Look, he's looking me dead in the eyes, like all fucked up, like vision's all stupid. Chris, you see me, you see the ground. Throw up here. He looks dead at the ground, looks back and spits inside the car.
You were seeing upside down or something?
Oh, man.
He was fucked up. And the good Samaritan I am, I took his shoes off,
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to you, man. For real shit. That was the most clutch shit you could have done.
I was telling him, I'm like, Chris, if anyone comes here,
tell it
for your shoes. Because I took his shoes off, I put them on the roof of the car. I'm like, if anyone comes here, they're here for your shoes.
He thought putting my shoes on the roof was going to wake me up because I care so much about my shoes.
Oh, I was wondering.
Conscious me probably would have, like, right away, like, oh shit, hell no, like, yeah, let's go. But I don't even remember him telling me that.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck. So I just left him out there. I was mad as fuck, right? So I come in and I smoke a blunt. I go back out, fucking laughing. The music playing.
Oh, man.
I have Snapchat.
Yeah.
Shit.
The videos are funny.
And I'm just like,
I'm in the background just...
Yeah.
He's out, and I'm high as shit, just laughing. Like, to me, the funniest part was knowing him waking up upset. Like, he had a time of his life. That's the last thing he remembers, having all this fun.
It was fun, yeah. Before I blacked out, it was fun.
Taking all these shots, having fun, and then he gonna wake up, be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
To me, I was just like, I get my revenge through that. Like, we're even just knowing you're gonna wake up mad as fuck at yourself.
It's real shit.
So I left him out there. I put a blanket on him, and I was like, peace. I'll see you around whenever you want to wake up. So, yeah. That was like fucking...
Anything can happen.
Yes, 100%.
Anything can happen.
Everything went up and down to complete shit to everything fixed and clean within like 12 hours.
Oh, well, that's...
Yeah,
because after I got back to Concha's, when I got my Concha's back, I cleaned up. I saw the mess. I felt bad. I came straight to the laundry room, took all my clothes off, threw my whole fit in the wash, washed that shit before the throw up got stained. Went outside, and I'm going to try to clean as much throw up as I can before I go to sleep. And
oh, man.
I cleaned, whatever. So then when I woke up in the morning, I was like, I'm going to go keep cleaning and see if I can get some more. I go and I realize it's on the side of the seat. So I'm like, oh, my God. Like, I can't even reach that. So he was still asleep. So I was like, you know what? I don't know why. I just feel like it all worked out in a way because you left your key right in, like I was sleeping on my couch because I had a whole leak situation, so shit was getting fixed. So I've been sleeping on my couch, and he left the key like literally right on the coffee table, like right in front of me. So I woke up, I see the key, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, and I see that. I take it straight to the detail service, get that shit cleaned out, and luckily a little bit of stain on the seats, but for the most part everything's solid, So. But man, anything is possible.
Yes. You got a good friend though.
Oh man, I know I do. That's my brother. It's my brother, like for real. So
That shit, cause I was hot.
but shout out that blunt.
I wanted it for real. That blunt. When I mean I was hot, I'm like treating him like a rag doll, like
Right.
a piece of shit. Like
Right.
get the fuck out of my. And he's just like
You're trying to shake it out of him.
he wasn't getting up.
Yeah.
The moment you start pulling on him, he's like stop. He'll do that shit. He'll be like stop. I'll get all right out. Give me like 2 minutes. And then he'll be out, and you're just like, bro, you said like, it's like trying to wake a kid up to go to school.
But the root of all this was that it happened at a 1-year-old birthday party.
know, right?
That's the thing that I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, but everyone there was not even everyone there, but it was like
I'm a lightweight.
3 or 4 people there just kept telling them like shots, shots, and he would be like,
But everybody started asking me for shots after I already had sipped on like a good triple shot myself. You get me? I was just sipping it slow, and then everyone after that is like shots. I'm like fuck it, shots.
Dang, that was a live party for a 1-year-old.
no one else was that drunk. No one else was drunk. I don't think anyone else was drunk
Hennessy.
or high.
Damn it, you Hennessy.
Like yeah, for me, I was just it was mind blowing. It was just mind blowing. Like nothing woke him up. Even water, like putting a water
But
bottle
he at
on
least
his
fell
face.
asleep. He didn't do anything. He didn't embarrass himself at the 1-year-old
No,
birthday.
No,
party.
that's the thing. That's why
he
even
left
looking at the Henny is like I didn't have a bad night. Like it was fun. Like I was annoying this old lady because I kept asking her if she was somebody's mom, and they already told me that she wasn't. But every time I saw someone new, I was like, "Hey, she's not Nancy's mom." I would ask the same shit all the time.
She heard him ask this in front of her like 8-9 times, to where she came up to me and just told me this like story I didn't care about, all because of him saying some shit like, "Hey, you look like Nancy's mom." 2 minutes later. Hey, what's up? Hey, don't you look like Nancy's mom?
Yeah.
And it just happened all night. So, yeah, it was quite fun. But the last thing he was rolling the blunt, just knocked out. Quiet all the way home. But the moment I parked and I step out of the car and I get onto his side to pull him out, he's vomiting.
So he rolled the blunt for you.
Almost.
No, I guess I didn't finish rolling the
you didn't
blunt.
finish.
He was like, I guess he was yelling at me like, "Chris, finish rolling the blunt," and I started laughing. I just started cracking up, I guess. And then he showed me the video where I'm just like, I was laughing. I'm like, yeah, I kind of do remember that. And I was just, but yeah. Anyways, what's up, everybody? This is the Overly Blunt Podcast. It's a new week. It's a new Thursday. It's your host, Chris X Matt. This is the only podcast where keeping a 99 is way too far from 100. Today is actually a very special episode to me personally because this is someone that we have a guest today that I actually been like supporting for a minute now. I've been indulging in her delicious pastries, right? Yeah. Pastries, yeah. And the first time I ever had these pastries it was in Santa Ana. I'm in Riverside. I took a 35-minute drive to go to Santa Ana. You were doing the OC Vegan Fest, I think, right? And I was like, yo, when I had your Conchas, I was like, I realized that I can have everything that I love vegan. I bullshit you not.
Aww.
Like, no bullshit. Because I was so amazed that this was way better than the Conchas I've ever had in my life. No, I'm not even capping. Like, that's why I continue to go. I don't even like comparing, but I went to one recently that where I tried something that I wasn't like, this feel like the regular Conchas. Like, I like I don't know, yours are, even my mom, I don't know, my mom worded it a certain way. Like, her Conchas are just flight. So I fell in love, and then when I found out that, like, oh, you on this side, I'm like, cool. So I'm like, it's closer. The trips are gonna be closer. Came across the IG page. Boom. I started. I'll be lurking for when people set up the pop-ups and everything. So then I had them more. Recently had your pies for the Thanksgiving.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We had our pies.
They were great.
Yeah.
Amazing. Then I forgot to actually tell you about that.
the
The chocolate pumpkin. That combo. Oh.
Right?
And that consistency. Oh man. That was goat. That was amazing.
Word.
Yeah, I was kind of mad. I only had half.
Oh.
We both had 4 pieces each.
I know, but I was mad at.
I know that you wanted a whole one. I feel you. I feel you. No, so today on the Overly Blunt podcast, we have Melissa, aka the Vegancita.
Yay.
Thank you so much for coming through, Melissa.
Thank you.
It means a lot to me personally because, like I said, it's people like I admire it because it's a fucking art.
Yeah.
So I want like let's talk. How do you? Because you have to find the substitutions. You can't use egg.
Right.
You can't use. Butter you can kind of still use, right?
No, you can't.
You can't. It doesn't work the same.
No.
Vegan butter don't work the same.
Oh, you can use vegan butter.
For,
No,
like,
you
when
can't
you-
use animal butter. Though,
Right, no. That's what I'm saying. So I just feel like it's a art, but you decided to take on pastries or concha sweets, pan dulce,
Yeah.
pan dulce, dog, motherfucking pan.
I don't know what that is, bro. You talking foreign.
Sweet bread. Is that how you say it? Just sweet
Yeah.
bread?
Yeah.
I know flan.
It's amazing.
I know flan.
Flan's not vegan, unless
No.
you find it vegan.
Unless you find it vegan.
Yeah, well, that's the only bread I know from like.
That's not bread, though.
That's not bread. That's like Jello,
Oh.
right?
Custard, yeah.
Custard. I love flan too. But you decided to do pastries. Why pastries? Why concha?
I've always baked. I've always baked all my life, but conchas, I guess, in particular, I enjoy. I'm of Mexican descent, and so like I attach a lot to my culture,
Okay, yeah.
and so I guess part of that was trying to reach that corner of my ancestors and where I come from, and like, so I was like really interested in mastering like panaderia, you know.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah, because growing up, bro, pan dulce, all that shit.
What is it?
It's like you have, it's sweet bread. Like that, conchas.
Conchas.
That's
Conchas, polvones.
Polvorones. Like when you go
Polvorones.
to when you go now to like Cardenas or
Yeah.
somewhere and they have the bakery.
Yeah.
in
You
there.
see the sweet, the
Yeah,
bread?
yeah.
All that is pan dulce.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a category
Mm-hmm.
of
Of a variety of
okay.
different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was an actual.
It's
like,
sweet.
food. Okay.
It's sweet. So it's like you have your Twinkies, your the cupcake things,
Yeah.
I don't know.
When I had started making them, nobody made vegan conchas.
You posted that recently, like
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
Your first time doing it.
Yeah, I've been making conchas since 2015, but I've been doing Vegancita since like 2008. Yeah, I used to.
You were early.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to sell vegan cupcakes in downtown Riverside at Back to the Grind, and I would do vegan cookies and stuff. But at that time too, a lot of spots would say like IE's not ready for it, so I would just be hustling on my own, and then eventually, yeah, I guess as time carried on, then became like a really popular thing. But when I started making conchas, people weren't making vegan pan dulce, you know? And so it was really something that I wanted to try to figure out because I wanted to enjoy pan dulce too. So yeah, I just kept going at it.
And
You went in like. Do you live a vegan like diet as far?
Yeah,
as,
yeah.
So that's what inspired you to start the pan dulce.
Right.
Dulce.
I grew up. Well, I've been vegetarian, since 2000, and
wow.
I had my first son, and my first son had a lot of food issues, sensitivities and stuff. So going vegan was like the best natural option for him, for us to for him to thrive, you know?
Right.
And so since we were vegan, like I'm really attached to like making everything being homemade. Like we eat at home, you know? Like we try to make food at home, you know?
I don't do that.
Beans
Yeah.
and rice and
That's good.
you know, and
Yeah.
so I cook a lot. And I bake a lot, and so everything I do.
What do you enjoy more, like bacon, obviously, or no?
Yeah, baking. I do. I really enjoy baking. I enjoy cooking when I get inspired to cook something, you know. But I feel very creative when I'm getting to bake. Yeah, totally.
Damn. So you've been vegetarian since 2000, and vegan since
2006.
So where did you how did you even become vegetarian? Because growing up, you ate meat, you ate
Yeah, no,
animals?
I didn't grow up vegetarian. I became vegetarian when I moved here. It was just something I wanted to do. And I had friends. I had a community around me that were vegetarian as well, so it was easy for me to adjust to it.
And you do it obviously for the animals, or you did it more for health reasons?
I started as for health reasons.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
But now I feel it. I feel like, you know.
Yeah, I totally feel the compassion.
Yeah, man, it's sad now.
Yeah.
It's sad the way there's not enough animals to feed everybody.
No, yeah.
That shit is just big ass chickens having 300 eggs a day.
Right? Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dog? This shit crazy.
It's mad whack industry, yeah.
Yes, it's crazy. But when did you become like socially woke, or were you always socially woke, quote unquote? You know, it's kind of corny to say.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's something I guess, I don't know, I met my husband Antonio, and like, I guess the power between the two of us, I guess, created the wokeness, and, you know, we have our kids, and it's just something I really, like, try to have my kids thrive in, because, you know, there's so many, like...
Your kids are vegan?
Yeah, well, yeah, off and on. My youngest he's becoming more aware of it, and we raised them being vegan. Granted, like our extended family, our extended family, you know, it's hard to try to get them to transition and to kind of like, for lack of a better term, like to just kind of respect the way, but I think it's just their own not knowing, you know, how to transition. Like, how do I feed my grandchild vegan when they've just been eating quesadillas forever, you know what I mean? So it was something that we had to like adjust the flexibility of it. However, we practice veganism at home. And so it, I guess it allows them to just have that awareness, right?
And how does it affect them around their friends? Do their friends question shit? And So like, how does that make them feel, if you do know how?
It empowers them, I think, because half the time the kids don't understand, right? Like they don't really understand like why, what is like veganism. A lot of the kids are very like they're raised within the mainstream society,
exactly,
right? And we're really like diligent in trying to keep them real humble and like where their roots are, and just having them understand like why they eat what they eat and how they're fed and like how that feels in their body, you know, like they understand like when you're eating animals that are like receiving stress and things like that, and it's been broken down, and then you're eating that stress and that sadness and all that anger, like you're putting that inside of yourself too, and like our bodies are temples, right? You know, so it's like trying to build on that. So my kids feel a little bit empowered because it's like information that it's like extra information they know, right? And so like they get excited when other kids like start to clown them because they're like, no, it's something real, and they're able to explain it to them.
I grew up vegetarian, but I don't think I've ever been like typically teased for it. But I think that's because it's like, oh, he just doesn't eat meat. But I'm still like over here fucking eating cheese fries and shit. Like, people could still like, it's not like he could miss out on dinner or whenever we all go out. But I guess the older I got and like the more I was able to provide for myself, that kind of just goes away.
I recently cut dairy out like 4 or 5 months ago. So, and I think that's a better decision than cutting out the meat first. Like, if you're gonna do anything, cut the dairy out.
Yeah,
and
that's real.
It's funny talking about the kids because I was telling Manny that when I have my kids, I feel like they're gonna be in a bubble. If I ever had kids, they're gonna be in a bubble because I don't want them to be part of the norm.
Right.
I don't want them to be. I don't believe Christopher Columbus was here first, and don't believe certain shit that the indoctrination, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it makes your kids think.
And I'd rather have my kids be cool with like his kids if he ever has kids, because I know we kind of on the same waves and on the same knowledge, and we kind of know the same thing. So it's like cool. You're teaching your kids the stuff that I'm kind of teaching mine. So it's like cool. They can relate. They don't feel awkward around each other. Because that's why I asked you about the friends, because that must be hard. Yeah. I mean, it's mostly like with kids at school. Granted, we do like our friends' kids, like they all vibe like that. So that's dope. They feel mad comfortable with each other in those regards. Because even with family, it's kind of, it's funny at first, you know, the whole being vegan.
No, I would, they don't understand. They don't understand. Like, I was pregnant, you know, like with my kids, and I didn't eat meat, and they were like, they saw it as, like, I was like, not feeding my kid, you know, like I was neglecting, I wasn't taking care of my kid and my body by not eating meat. And it's like, no, it's like completely the opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They just don't, parents just don't understand.
They don't. They
That's
don't.
a Will Smith song.
They don't understand. That is crazy.
Yeah, so I still like have a lot of convincing that I have to do, you know, with fam, but it's all good, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I always try to avoid it. And I always feel like it's them that brings it up more than anything. It's like, man, I'm not trying to talk about this. Like, let's chill, because we know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Like, just chill. But I'm glad even now I'm linking up more with my cousins, and they take me into accommodation when we go out to eat now. They're like, oh, let's find a place where you can at least eat too or whatever. So I think it's dope that it's slowly, and not probably rubbing off on them, but it's dope that at least they noticing us already, you know?
Yeah, they respect that.
They respect it. And if we plant-based, like, who cares? Like, what does that have to do with you, bro?
Right.
What does me eating the way I eat have to do with you?
Yeah.
Like, go on and eat your meat. Like, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping at all. That's why I don't be preaching that shit no more.
Nah.
It gets tiring.
I feel you there, yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, and I'm like, whatever, man. Do what you want to do. Live how you do. Live how you want. Eat what you want.
There's enough out there now at this point where it's like, you just figure it out, you know?
But that's why I think it was easy for me to transition. And sometimes people be like, well, if you're eating that beyond shit and that possible shit, like, you know, that's worse for you. And I'm like, that's not the point. Like, the point to go vegan is not to start eating mock meats like that. Like, that's not the point. That's just to make the transition be easier.
Right.
It's just so you can enjoy, like, oh, shit, like, I don't have to eat an animal to still make it taste good? Like, cool. But people don't see that. People think we're supposed to kill to eat. Or kill to hunt. Or hunt to whatever the fuck, you know? Like, we're supposed to eat animals, so they're here for us to eat. I'm like, what the fuck? No, we don't.
Yeah, it's very simple, right?
It's simple.
It's very simple, but yeah, it doesn't have to be that complicated.
But I think people don't acknowledge it because of accountability.
Yeah.
They don't like feeling like shit.
Yeah, that's true. Because then you have to claim all kinds of stuff like, okay, yeah. People can't admit to that kind of shit.
That's the funny part.
People don't like that, but it's also people don't look at it as complex as more than just a diet. People look at it like, whoa, I like the way it tastes, therefore I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't go further than that. There's the concept of them eating to provide nutrients for their body isn't something that they grasp.
So you're saying,
if you really like if you're really paying attention to what you're eating and that's what you're worried about, like the proteins and the nutrients and all of that, like you can like find that in vegetables.
Exactly.
Like broccoli has more calcium than dairy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, of course, but it's people that are like, well, my ribs just taste way too good for me to like.
Because, I'm gonna stop you there because that's what I said earlier. You can find that same shit vegan and it tastes just as bomb.
100%.
That's what I don't understand.
But what I'm saying is, people, you're allowing the conversation to go further because you have information on it. These people don't care for it to go further. Okay. The conversation ends literally at, I like my ribs.
Yeah. I guess.
However, though, like I feel like locally or just the whole movement of street food and particularly vegan street food, I think because people in like just I don't know, like the excitement of like going out to eat at restaurants isn't the same thing as it used to be. So people go and eat street food, right?
Yep.
And so there's just this whole movement of vegan street food. So that allows folks to like be exposed to it in a different way. You know what I mean? And I don't know, especially here, like in the IE, you know, like we're all so spread out and there's so many neighborhoods that all close us in different ways and that don't give us the same type of exposure that other folks might get if you live in a bigger city.
Yeah.
And I feel like these vegan food events and stuff that are going on like within the Inland Empire, I feel like are helping folks, you know, like giving them more exposure without having to feel like, oh my God, I can't afford to like eat at the food lab or I can't afford to go to...
It's more accessible.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, because because I've been vegetarian most of my life. I only ate meat for a few years, but growing up, like going to certain places like Taco Bell, it was like we knew what we could get.
That was bad.
Yeah.
We could go to like Del Taco. Like you're very limited on what you could get.
Talk about pass though, low key now. If it's last minute shit.
I think though too, like I feel like folks that choose to live a vegan lifestyle too, like it's kind of political too. So
Yep, it is.
like you're not going to Taco Bell anymore because you know what I mean. Like that's
they don't serve.
Well, they're just whack with their farm workers and like the labor rights that they that they exploit and shit amongst. It's just it's a ladder, like a layered effect that all these corporations do to people, and so you're not wanting to eat because that's not even cruelty free, right? Mm-hmm. Like you know what I mean? Like you're buying into corporations that are like exploiting farm workers and people that you know what I mean. So that's still that's clearly nearly the same thing as you know what I mean, exploiting animals in that regard. So I feel like like creating those street food things.
I definitely think that when you become vegan or at least are more open to it, you kind of unlock like a panel of more information for your brain.
That's a fact, yeah.
So you start thinking a little bit deeper on just what you consume rather than, again, the conversation won't end at, I like my ribs. It will be like, I like my ribs, but these farm workers have been being treated like this, therefore I'm going to stop eating or supporting such and such. Yeah. Like,
because even now, like when you eat dairy, like you'll notice that's like, oh shit, when you're like on my stomach and you're like, I know it's the cheese. Like you know what the problem is by the shit you eat. Exactly. Some people it's actually just like, oh, I gotta take a shit. Yeah. Like you feel me? Like they don't even think about like why I gotta do it consecutively.
For me, it's like if I have like even if I eat something or like the last time I had cheese, they accidentally put I never told them no cheese. I just never thought that they put cheese on it. Yeah. So I ate it anyways because I'm not like that crucial on it. Yeah. And I ate it anyways. And I remember the few bites in, I'm like, I kind of could tell.
Why did I do this to myself?
I already felt the
like cheese really disgusts me now. Yeah. Like I can't do cheese. Yeah. Like seeing it melt, seeing it stretch, I'm just like...
You're over it now?
Yeah, that shit it grossed me out. It grossed me out bad. I can't do that cheese fry shit. Yeah. Do you remember your first pop-up?
My first pop-up?
Or your first, like, your little thing, your little stand?
Yeah. How was that? It was... Intense. It was fire. No, I really loved it. It was just me by myself. Are you talking about like big pop-ups or are you like just me on my own?
Whichever.
Yeah, I started just me on my own.
Well, when did you make your first money off your sweets?
It started at like 2017. Yeah, I started.
2017?
Yeah, 2017.
The IG, huh? When the IG came about?
Yeah. My homegirl, she runs Nalgona Positivity Pride. She runs a decolonial body positivity program, and she speaks, and she does really amazing things for her community, and she supports a lot of women of color and things like that. And she shared my picture, and it just kind of exploded after that. And that started, business started to take off.
Dope.
Yeah, it was. I was really hype. It made me really happy, and I was really thankful to her. And now,
were you ever doubtful?
Oh, I'm always doubtful. Yeah.
Still?
Yeah, I still have. I think just yeah.
Like you don't think your product speaks for itself? Like this shit
my
crack.
Product speaks for itself. I feel like my product speaks for itself. However, like shit's competitive, you know? Food business is mad competitive. And like I feel like dessert business is even more competitive because it's even like fewer in between, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I don't notice a lot of
But who's in your lane?
Who's in my lane?
I don't like I said, I only know one other place that does conchas.
Yeah.
I mean, just here in SoCal.
Yeah, that's the only one I know too. But they kind of like look at me, one woman, and look at that, like, you know, based on like a family that ran bakeries and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, and just everybody has different backgrounds, right? Yeah. So you get just people coming from different places and whatever kind of support you get.
Yeah.
I know it to me. Yeah, it's just it's interesting because I've been to three or four like vegan fairs.
Okay.
And
We went to hers. Remember the one on the underground?
Yeah,
We got the stickers and shit.
but
That was hers.
I don't remember many sweet spots. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot.
I don't think.
No, there's not a
That's what
lot.
I'm
That's
saying.
why. That's why.
Oh, that's why it's hard. You're saying it's
Yeah.
not hard because of like competition and all that, right? It's just hard because it's not.
No. There is competition, but it's not an oversaturated game. It's literally like you're competing with 10 well-known people. You're not competing with 100 okay people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're competing with people.
Well, you're definitely top
But it
five.
is pretty saturated, yeah. I mean, it's still pretty saturated. Yeah, I mean, I think just because of the time we live in, like.
Do you ever consider like doing cooking too, or you just want to keep it? You want to keep it baking or baking?
No, I eventually want to, open
You
it
open
up
up
to cooking.
to
Yeah.
cooking. I mean, you did do that. Shout out to Anti Dairy.
Yeah,
you did.
shout out
You
to
did
them.
their breakfast. You did their breakfast
Yeah,
one
that
time.
was fire. I really had fun.
I had like a 2 plates, bro. The shit had like sopes.
Yeah.
Shits were gas.
What a soap is.
How would you explain a sope?
It's like a like a soft tostada, right?
Okay.
Yeah, like a bready tostada, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like masa. It's
Yeah.
a thicker, softer, and then you just pile all kinds of stuff on it.
Oh, okay.
She put beans and chorizo, onions, cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
Shit hit.
Yeah, it's
Shit
good.
hit.
Yeah, I need to get more into different vegan. I haven't had vegan breakfast.
Oh no.
Vegan-
There's
yeah,
not
that-
very many places.
There,
around here.
there isn't.
I haven't had vegan breakfast, bro.
The
It's
only,
hard to find,
the only one that has it is Munchies,
and that's far.
Yeah, I mean,
and that other one I think it's in Irvine.
That's still.
It's
far.
but it's not a vegan place, but it's they have a vegan side, and like everyone says their omelet with the potatoes is fire.
Okay.
But other than that, nah, you don't really see breakfast.
you don't see much breakfast, and you don't see much like sweets.
Well, because there's only like 2 ways to really imitate egg, huh? It's just either just tofu or the just egg shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
That's
yeah.
really it, right?
Yeah, if that's what
And
you're
I
into.
don't like tofu
Yeah.
unless you can really make it like realistic egg,
Right.
the fluffiness.
Right. Yeah. If that's your thing, yeah, it's hard to come by.
But yeah, I definitely wanted. I mean, is there any more? Are you doing any events this year?
Yeah, I'm pretty busy anymore. Every week we started an Inland Empire Vegan Sundays. That started in San Bernardino now, and
I know I'm mad, bro. That was the Riverside one that was gonna be every Sunday. They kicked them out.
Why?
You can we talk about it? Can you say it?
well, no, I don't want to. It was whack.
And I'll tell you after
Yeah,
the game,
it
but-
was just whack.
Yeah, someone hating, bro. Someone's a non-vegan hating for sure.
Wow.
For sure hating. For sure.
Yeah,
So
but
now you
it's all
guys
good.
are in
Like,
San Bernardino.
yeah, but we're gonna be starting one in Riverside again, right here, really close to y'all, right on Van Buren and Magnolia.
I love it when it's close to.
That's like 2 streets
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
cool.
walk there.
Where's it gonna be at?
It's gonna be behind. You know where? Let's see. There's a place right there on Van Buren called, or it's on Magnolia, called Healthy Start. It's like an Herbalife spot.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, she's going to open up the space for us, and so it's going to be behind in like the parking lot, and it's huge. It's a huge space.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
excited. When's that going up?
That one's going to start January 25th.
Ooh, that's around the corner.
And is that going to be every Sunday as well?
That one's every Saturday.
Oh, fire! I like that you gave anti-dairy that one day. Cause honestly, like Sundays is anti-dairy.
No, I agree. Like I would hate to.
And it's always been like I always feel like Sundays is their day, and now they're open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That's tight.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's
every
tight.
Sunday.
Well,
Every Sunday.
Yeah,
Every, not no 3 out of the month. Every Sunday.
Yeah, and you don't want to like. Yeah, like you said, you want to allow everyone to like be able to thrive, right? You don't want to create any competition among
the circles.
folks.
The circle of people that around Riverside is dope to me. We got like you around here. We got Jesse. You know, dope fire pizza, level model. Shout out to him. Go peep that episode. We got D. We got even here in Riverside. What else we got here? Anti Dairy, you, Amaro, D's and Fontana.
what's that sushi spot?
Jade Sushi.
She's out of Pomona.
She's
yeah.
Pomona, okay.
She's like,
Even just Vegana's Pomona. It's dope. Like the options is like Monty's is right here at the Food Lab if you want a burger. Even though I think its quality kind of died.
Yeah, the ones that we have, the ones that we've been doing it in San Bernardino, there's you can have tamales, you can have
Shane
there's
tamales,
even
yeah.
Argentine empanadas from Argentina.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fire. And then there's even Jamaican food, Ital food. There's there's cena vegana, and that's more Mexican food, pizza, fry bread, native food. There's fry bread tacos. Yeah, like there's a huge variety of food.
And you're
there.
the only
Sushi.
sweets.
No, there's a couple other folks with sweets. There's
Wag.
there's
When you have your own, just making the rule like you're the only one that sells.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's mad cool though. Like there's a head that makes raw vegan sweets, and so it's like they taste like ice cream sandwiches, but it's raw vegan. So, man, it's so good. And then there's another mujer that makes brownies with like cookie dough on top of it.
Is that the Chicana Vegana?
No,
Not
no,
Chicana
no.
Vegana.
She goes by Baked Vegan Vixen.
That one, yeah.
We gotta smoke and then go to this place.
Yeah, there's so much good food.
I hate going to those things because I spend so much money. I spend like 50 plus.
Yeah, you spend.
But I want to try everything and everything at least 10 and up.
That's all right though.
You know what I haven't had yet that I want? Man-eating plant.
Oh yeah,
You had
they're
'em?
really good.
Yeah?
I had them last year at the pop up in Santa Ana. The bao buns.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't had them. Oh yeah, they were there. Yeah, I slept. I should have got some too.
They're really good.
That one and Alchemy.
I've been to a supper club. I went to a
Was it
supper
dope?
club in September. It was magical. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
go to one. We should have gone to Season when to do it.
What?
Yeah, remember that vegan dinner shit that I showed you?
She has
Where
it
it's
every
like
month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she has them every month.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The 5-course meal shit
For how much?
is like 100 something, huh?
100. Yeah. But
Jeez.
it's worth it.
But it's dope, bro. It's like a private little 5-course. Definitely a date worthy.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and then like you're supporting, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
you're supporting a small business. You're supporting an independent business.
I
You're,
get
you know what I
that,
mean? You're
but,
supporting an independent
hundo?
vegan business.
Huh?
No, it's worth it though.
And then it's ambiance
Like-
too. Like they serve drinks and they have a DJ and
But
they have refreshments.
That's 100 plus per person, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that is date worthy, but that has to be. I'm gonna tell the future girl like, yo, dress up. It's an expensive place we go into. Dress up.
Just
Put on the red bottoms.
yeah.
We going to a fancy ass place. Yeah, the meals and courses 100 plus. She gonna be like, wow. We go in there in a 3-piece suit.
you might be the only one there in a 3-piece suit, but
Damn, what's a
it's all
3-piece? I'm trying
as
to
long
figure
as
that
you
shit out.
fly.
Yeah.
What's a 3-piece?
You don't know what a 3-piece suit is? With the vest?
You know, like Men's Warehouse.
Oh, I'm over here thinking the actual bathing suit. I'm like, what the fuck is a 3-piece?
Oh, dang, he's
I'm like 2-piece. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is a 3-piece?
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Wow.
A 3-piece is a top, and then you have 2 separate legs.
I know you want it to be warm and all, but...
Man.
No, he has a trunk collection.
Oh, okay, well, then there
Specifically from Miami.
you go. There you
Oh,
go.
speaking of Miami, speaking of bakeries, I went to that one bakery.
Yeah?
What was it called? La Artist.
Oh, La Artisan.
That's how you say it? La Artisan.
I don't know.
Her croissant's fire though.
I bet.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty bomb. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's an art in itself. You
But
know what I
she's-
mean? A croissant.
Really?
Heck yeah.
So you don't think your croissants are
No, I don't have it mastered yet.
No?
They're getting better and better, but no, it takes, I feel like it takes a lot of practice.
So how often you bake every day?
Almost every day.
Every day.
Almost. Yeah, at least 5-6 days a week, yeah.
Jeez.
Sometimes.
Do you get tired of it?
What's that gas bill like?
Sometimes I get tired of it. No, but sometimes I don't get tired of it. I just get tired, right?
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's just finding,
But like creative wise, do you think you ever get because you're an artist at the end of the day. It's an artist. Do you get stuck? You get a creative block?
I haven't yet. I've been thankful I haven't yet. Luckily, like created this business that allows me to just be creative.
Right.
So there's never room for, there's never no room, right? Like I always have room to be creative. And so, yeah, like I'm able to be like a few steps ahead of myself to try to figure out what I want to do next.
Yeah, those tired days. I've been getting hit by those tired days.
Yeah, I mean, I have burnout from time, like burnout's real, you know, like it happens. But it's just a matter of like sitting down and like figuring all that shit out. But it's at the same token too, like you don't want to take your foot off the gas, right?
Yeah. Do you watch baking shows? Though they're not technically vegan or vegan at all.
Oh yeah, that's all I do is watch food TV. Yeah, I watch mad food TV.
I was watching this one baking show. They all bake pastries and like sweets and stuff, and each episode is like some type of like some weird crazy challenge. Like, oh, we want a pattern within the bread, and these people are like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then by the end of the show, they end up figuring out like their own thing, and yeah, like just seeing the time and the preparation, like 3 hours is not a long enough time for professionals even. Yeah. And you see them like, you just see them do the wildest shit, bro. Like it's almost like, holy fuck, you sculpted this, but you baked it and I could eat it and it tastes good. Yeah. And you follow like whatever curriculum they're going under. But it's just, yeah, I'd seen maybe 3 episodes and I was just mind blown from just time, preparation, and knowing your ingredients and what sticks and what doesn't. And this flakes the way gold resembles. And you're just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you guys, I don't know.
Yeah, like I didn't go to school. I didn't go to culinary arts school. You know, I didn't. I would have loved to, but I didn't. And I've been really fortunate to have met other chefs through Instagram and stuff that like would help me not feel like an imposter and, you know, like challenge me in those kinds of ways. Like, oh, I need. He would hire me for jobs and he would ask for something specific and I would able to bounce off ideas with him, and that like helped a lot. That would help a lot of my growth and like making me feel like what I was doing was okay. Like I was going in the right path, right? Yeah. Because like actual chefs were like, no, like what you do it's worthy of anybody else who's gone to culinary art school or not. And so yeah, I understand like those kinds of challenges when you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do it? But once you figure out those challenges, like
do you run into that when you about to like do a pop-up where it's like, damn, I got X amount of hours to get X amount of things ready, how am I gonna prep for this? Or
yeah, I'll get overwhelmed sometimes, but once I'm finished, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I got all that done. But yeah, because there are days
you sell out quick.
Yeah, and I sell out quick, but see so then I'm like, well, man, I need to make more. You know, right? It's finding its way. Like that's not a bad thing to have to try to figure out.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good headache.
Do you do taste tests yourself, or do you hand them out to like your kids, or?
Yeah, no, I do a lot of taste testing to like everybody. I'll have friends too. Now that I know where y'all live, I can drop stuff off here. I have people that I'll drop stuff off to, you know, for them to try it.
Taste test.
Oh yes.
Speaking of taste
test, so you make these Concha fills. Concha filled.
Yeah, I make
Concha filled Concha. How do you say it?
It's a cookie stuffed Concha. The chef that I had worked with, he would always like encourage different ways to like make Conchas. And at first, like I would be really scared to like not want to step outside of the box of the Concha, just for the sake of traditionalism, right? And so yeah, I just wanted to try to think of a different way to sell a Concha, especially as popular as they are. And the cookie stuffed Concha like flew. Everybody loved it.
You guys see that?
Amazing.
Fucking magical.
Especially when you high.
Thank you. Yeah, they're really good munchies. They're really good breakfast. They're really good snacks.
But see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta try a regular Concha. Well, if you want it, but not these. Yeah, nah.
I've had regular conchas in like middle school.
Yeah.
But I just remember them being, I want to say I remember them coming in the package. They'd usually be pink, and everyone would have them with their chocolate milk.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, to me, it was never like, what is this? Or, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Never
That's
been like
the whack
that.
shit.
But
See-
all my friends were like, ooh, conchas. Ooh, conchas. For me, I didn't understand the hype, just maybe because it was the school one. But tasting these, like, A, I trust his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So B, it's like, when I try it, it's like, cool, this is where my standard's at. I don't know how high on the spectrum that is, but I know if I try another vegan Concha, I mean, I haven't ran across any other brand or place that does them. I don't know the one he's talking about, but to me now it's like these are rare to come by. There's only one person I know that makes them,
Yeah.
and according to him, they're like really amazing compared to all the other ones. So,
Well,
Conchas. Because I've only had one kind of concha. I don't have like a spectrum to judge it off
Right.
of.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So.
oh man, yeah.
But the chocolate filled one that I just had earlier. Oh.
This shit hitting right now, man. This shit fire.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to eat another one because I know I want to get another one. I have an appetite right now, so
Yeah.
the munchies are kicking in.
Man,
You have some. There you go.
some concha residue.
Oh, yeah.
What is there different kind of conchas?
No, like, I mean, I guess anymore there's all different kinds of conchas, especially like within the last couple years, like the concha itself has blown up in popularity. It's probably like the most favorite piece of pan dulce. And so people make all different kinds of different versions. Their versions, like they'll flavor the toppings now, or like how I put cookies inside, you know.
Yeah.
Or,
Where'd you come up with that concept? Who gave you that one?
I
did?
thought of it. Yeah, I thought of it.
You were just like, hi, huh?
No. I always try to think of like ideas. Maybe, but
Like, that would be fire.
that would be
cookie
fun.
inside a yo.
Imagine just having that type of talent and skill to say, I think that I'm craving some shit I never had before. I'm gonna just make it. And
Yeah,
you
it's
just
fun.
bake it and you try and you're like, wow, this is amazing.
yeah.
And now I can make money off this. For me, that's just like one of the most dopest things you could do in life.
Yeah.
Like, me being a pothead, I think of food a lot. Like, yeah, that would be good with a little mixture of this. And then you throw this little razzle dazzle on top. I just can't cook. So
Okay.
all of this is just stuck in my head.
Yep.
Right.
And it never comes to life. So when you make something that you just think of and you bring it to life, it's like, dude. And you make, and the joy of it is like you could support your family and you could live off of just creating what you think of.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy, yeah. Instagram's crazy, huh?
You kind of get paid to create cravings.
Yeah. It's taken a minute, but yeah, it's been worth every minute.
Yeah, that's how I look
Do
at it.
you feel like you're walking in your purpose?
Yes. I do.
That's a dope feeling. And
Yeah.
when did you realize that?
Probably like within the last year. And I guess the only reason within the last year did I like fully, I guess I was fully convinced because I wasn't sure. And, but no, I'm like finally settled.
Did you need some type of validation or?
Yeah, but I think it was just within myself that I didn't realize like that everything really was okay, not realizing the impact that you have in your little hand, right? Like how you said, Instagram's wild, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like this little tiny thing that's so powerful in your hand. And so it's just like, it's okay. Like everything's okay now. Granted, it's in my hands and I have to be very careful with this thing in my hands, but
And your hands, period.
yeah. But I'm mad thankful. Mad thankful. I worked in social work prior and I loved it, but
It wasn't your calling.
no.
Why not? Like, Because that's what social work is basically. You're helping out kids, or
Yeah, I was working in autism, so yeah, I was working with families and children, autistic kids, and I really loved it. Just after, I guess it's just a thing. Like some people, after they become a mom, it's just like I think I've changed. I think it's not.
Yeah, your brain chemicals definitely change when you become a parent.
Yeah, so it was just something I moved on. I was thankful for that part of my journey, and I learned a hell of a lot doing it.
I don't want my kids eating these kind of sweets, so I'm gonna make my own.
Yeah.
Man, imagine just coming home from school, bro, and your mom made some.
well, the house probably be smelling fire hot.
Yeah, my boys are pretty spoiled. Yeah, as far as that goes. Yeah, there's always cake or cookies or
That's
something.
fire.
You come home from school, long day, you know, it's a whatever kind of day, and you just open that door and that smell, wow, and you
That pumpkin pie in Thanksgiving season, that shit was smack.
Even the neighborhood kids would come over. Do you have any conchas? Do you have any leftover conchas?
But when you give it to people, do you say, oh, they're vegan conchas, or you just say, here's some conchas?
I just give them to them.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
And then I'll tell them later, like if they bother, like, oh, those were really good. Did you make those? And yeah. And by the way, you know.
And then they get all mad at that.
No, they're just like. Whoa.
I think it's funny when people see something like. The other day, I was with my cousin. We went to the food lab and she saw Monty, the sign, right? She didn't know about it. She doesn't know about it. She's like, "Oh, that shit looks bomb. I'm gonna get it." And I was kind of like, "Well, that one's all Monty's is all vegan." And she's like, "Oh, never mind. I'm good off that." And I'm like, "Wow, you know, like
you can't even say that word because it scares
that's
people away."
Crazy. That's
something good is something good. You know, even now for me, I'll look at certain chicken and I'll be like, "Damn, whoever made that looks good." Or barbecue, something, you know. But I never said no to something because of. I mean, I guess now I do. Now it's if it's not vegan, but before, you know, it'd be like, oh, you guys made this out of fucking alligator duck, whatever. Let's try it. It looks good.
That Ital Kitchen, they make a good jerk chicken made out of mushrooms.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
This
Mushrooms
is the
are
Jamaican
clutch.
spot you're talking about.
Yeah, the vegan Sunday.
We need to go, bro.
I'm down. And SB though,
And so,
it's kind of.
it's food.
It's good.
But is it good on?
No, it's not bad. It is in the Dino. Yeah, I get
The
it.
Dino crazy. I don't go to the Dino.
But it's not bad. Like there's like a
weed out there.
where we have it. It's like a sala, and the gentleman, his name is Ruben. He runs that spot right there, and so he keeps it real nice. Like there's a lot of it's a sala, so like people have quinceañeras and different parties and stuff there. And San Bernardino's been like recently trying to grow a community somehow, and they've been using food as part of that with like the food fest and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that this vegan Sunday has become more successful than other events that they've had because I think there's just already a community that's already been existing for the last year or two, right? And so they follow everybody, you know, helps each other out. So it's cool. Like you don't feel.
I'm just playing.
Yeah,
I'd go for some vegan food. I know vegan food is friendly.
It's way nice. There's a DJ, and there's
I just like shitting on the Dino because you know
I know
there's a Dino.
I don't know why.
Dino the least liked place in the
It's
SoCal.
hard.
You gotta show them a little bit of love.
I mean,
But they don't show them self love. They have shootings and shit.
It's kind of tragic because like you're out there and here you are, but it's like you're seeing just like the skull and the bones, right, of everything, just all these carcasses of San Bernardino that used to exist, and like folks like hung out. We're right by the Carousel Mall, you know, so like adults now used to chill there as kids, and so it's pretty wild to see, but at the same time, like having something positive right there feels good.
It is. It's always good to have the vegan shit in the places you don't expect.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish to make at home for the kids and stuff? Like, what's their favorite dish?
What's my kids' favorite thing right now? They're mad into like spaghetti and meatballs, but like meatless meatballs. They like really simple food right now. They're not. My youngest son though, he wants to be a chef, so he gets more into like wanting to try different things. He's a little more adventurous.
Yeah,
he's really into Asian cuisine. My youngest.
I love Thai food.
I'm iffy on.
You don't like He don't like noodles. I love noodles. That's why I love anti-dairy.
Yeah, I love noodles,
and stuff. Like the only Asian food I wouldn't even consider Asian food. I would say it's American food made Asian. Orange chicken.
Oh, okay.
Everything else besides that, I'm just not really
Feeling.
I'm not a fan of like stir fry like that too much. Like a lot of Indian food stir fried, but I grew up on it, you know, so it's a little different. But noodles, pho, chow mein,
fire.
My favorite, I think, is like rice, beans, you know, papas to make, you know,
I'd rather have rice and beans than.
Pardon me, I'm fucking mad.
It's all good. I'm down for rice.
I love rice, beans, pop. Ooh, hell yeah.
Spring
Tortilla.
rolls. Spring rolls is cool. That's another Asian thing.
Spring rolls fire. And egg rolls. Are egg rolls made with egg?
Yes.
The wrap, you can find ones.
You can find vegan ones, yeah.
Yeah, you can find ones that aren't.
I think Poe does somehow.
She does spring rolls. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
my
she makes
mom
fires.
makes-
And then
my
she
mom
makes
makes
them
spring
homemade
rolls.
because you go to other
She makes them?
Asian restaurants and not just fry frozen ones. No, she makes them handmade. She hand rolls them and everything.
Yeah. If you ever want some, my mom makes spring rolls too.
Oh, does she?
No, that's egg rolls. Spring rolls is different.
She just says spring rolls.
I think she makes spring rolls. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she does. I think she does both. Spring rolls are the see-through ones, right?
No. I know what you're thinking of, but no.
That's not it?
I think those are called spring rolls too, though. I can't remember.
Yeah, they are.
But my favorite food. It's tough, man. Vegan food's tough to have a favorite.
Birria?
The birria, man, that gotta be up there. The birria is up there. There's something about that sauce.
He loves the birria.
No, it is.
It's something about that sauce, man, that...
Anything slow cooked, like that is so rich.
And I feel like if I'm sick and I eat that, I'll be good.
Yeah, right?
Just because of like, I don't know how to explain it. There's that sauce that it's in. We make our own. We call it 30, which is like our
30.
Yeah, we call it 30, which is like a type
like
of
30, 30?
Nah, not 30.
Well, like slanging it.
No, but it's like
exactly like saying 50.
It's like
No 40.
It's just like the birria sauce, but ours is we have ours with like different beans and like we use that style in different stuff.
Yeah,
having it like that to me it's almost like an extension of my culture.
Totally. With
jackfruit thrown in there, and you're just like, bruh, I could.
Oh, you know why though? Because that shit also has ginger in it. You know, you guys use a lot of ginger and turmeric.
Bro, the food that I have in the fridge is ginger and tomato. Like, mainly ginger and tomato paste. Yeah. But I'm just like, just having that birria, man, is different. That's why it's hard for me to even, like, compel my mom, like, yo, let's try some vegan food, because she's kind of accidentally woke on mock meats and the amount of preservatives it goes into just making something vegan. Like, she's aware of that, so... For her, even like tofu, if she's not making the tofu herself, she'll be like, "Nah, I'm good." Yeah.
Oh well.
So.
Well, that's legit.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's legit though.
She does a lot of like her own stuff to where, cause she doesn't really fast food. I mean, she likes Pieology, cause it's thin crust pizza. But like, I never see my mom with like Del Taco, McDonald's. Yeah. Bro, nothing.
That's how I was raised too. Yeah. Yeah, like we didn't go. We ate at home, you know. Yeah.
Pizza Hut is maybe like the Pizza Hut, Taco Bell are the only two places that I could say like franchises that I've seen my mom.
Yeah.
So but she doesn't make vegan food. She makes vegetarian food.
Yeah.
So she uses dairy still.
Yeah, she'll use creams. Yeah. Different types of creams and like different thickness for different foods. Like
for curry. Yeah,
for different curries, you need different type of, creams. There's different thicknesses in it, and there's a thing called dang, which is like homemade yogurt almost. But my mom, she'll just get like a little piece of the old yogurt, and she'll put it in like a little country crock pot of milk. She'll put it in there, wrap it up in like 5-6 towels, and just leave it in the oven for 2 days.
Okay.
When she brings it out, it's like this own like yogurt type thing. And we'll eat that after we get done eating our lunch or dinner. It's for digestive, like it helps you digest a lot. But I don't know, it's weird growing up now, like, and you start noticing like the purpose of certain shit.
Right.
It's like, Mom, you just created a whole bunch of different colonies and what's this shit called? When you eat like probiotics and it creates colonies and tribes and shit like that. I forgot what it's called, but
It's having good bacteria and it's creating.
But seeing her create that with wrapping the towels up and just putting it in the oven, like pulling it out. Seeing her create this shit, it's like, yo, if we've been doing this for hundreds of years, like,
towel in the oven?
Bro, it's weird. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that's like, that's
Wait, do you wet it? Or
OG.
what?
I don't know. Like, I no, you would know. Like,
Nah, you don't wet it. You literally it's a spoonful of yogurt, bro. Like a spoonful, and you throw, and this yogurt has no taste to it. There's no taste.
but that's like how, I mean, like if you think about like how are tortillas made, like same thing. Like somebody picked the corn, dried it out, ground it out. You know what I mean? Like there's processes, like he's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's mad respect because, like you don't get.
She'll eat that after every meal, but that's to help digest.
Right.
Like, in India, that's what they eat it for. They don't eat it for like, oh, this taste. Like for me as a kid, I would have to put sugar in it because there was no taste at all.
Okay.
It's like I'm just eating fucking
yogurt, plain yogurt.
texture at this point. But you add sugar to it, then it's like, yo, then it's even more fire. But the older I get and the more I see like the purpose behind different foods and stuff that she makes, it's like, wow, this is deeper than just taste.
Yes.
It's more than just like flavorful and flavorness, and you're like, this is amazing. It's like, nah, that shit is what it does for you amazing too. My mom always say that, like, does it taste good? You're like, yeah, it's alright. She'll be like, well, guess what? It's amazing for your body.
That's why I told someone at work one time. They were like, I don't do ginger. That shit's nasty. And I'm like, bro, it's not about how it tastes. It's how it was, what it does for you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
When you told me to take that ginger shot, I took a ginger shot. It didn't do nothing for me, but it did wake me up. That shit woke me up. I bet. Woo! I was like, Mom. She was like, you alright? I'm like, that was a shot. And she was like, what you mean that was a shot? Because you don't know, like, she don't know I've drank alcohol before. I don't prefer to, but she was like, what you mean that was a shot?
She don't know you drink, but she know you smoke?
Yeah.
And
She's
then
like,
DMT?
She was like, what is that? Like, what do you mean that was a shot? I'm like, that ginger went through my body. But I was too sick. That shit didn't help me.
No.
Nah, you gotta take it consistently, bro.
Yeah,
on that key lime and ginger.
Oh yeah.
Kills the mucus, bro.
I want to detox my entire body. I want to do like a head detox. I want to do like a lung detox. I want to do a fucking teeth. I want to do all the detoxes there is.
I want to do the jarabe. How do you say it?
The rape?
The jarabe.
No, it's called rape.
What?
But,
that's jarabe.
wow.
You just said jarabe. No, how do you say it?
Rape.
Rape?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's this
It's this powder.
It's a powder. I think it's a tobacco.
Is it
I
tree
don't know. No, I don't know what it is 100%, but it comes from a tree. That's all. That's as far as I do know. It does come from a tree. I just don't know if it's a bark. I don't know if it's the white part of the tree. Nor do I know if it comes from the tobacco that's part of the tree that she was talking about. But she Pachamama, she came by and she like did a ceremony right here and like play like Native American music and like did like a few snaps and shit, and you're meditating, right? And she blows this powdered thing in a horn. She blows it up your nose, and that first one, wow! You just.
I wanted to laugh at you so bad, bro. I had to hold it in. Cause He was chilling and everything.
Like closed eyes like this.
She blew a smoke, and he was calling like.
man.
I wanted to
Tears
laugh
just
so bad. I was like, nah, chill.
Tears
I was gonna ruin the mood so bad. I was gonna ruin that shit so bad. So I held myself so bad from laughing.
Yeah, tears came down, and she did on this one, but it really helps you like focus because it took me out of my body almost, and I was just able to be in my thoughts. Like I was able to just be in my head more and not really be distracted by anything.
And how to breathe.
Yeah,
breathing
yeah.
patterns. Like learn how to breathe. And
it was helping you breathe because you couldn't inhale.
interesting.
You couldn't inhale through your nose. It was weird the way
You had to let it all just drip out, huh?
Yeah, it was weird the way your breathing worked on it because you have to keep breathing.
What was it that she?
It's called rape.
It's like from the Amazon, or like from like down
Peru.
there.
She got her batch from Peru.
Yeah.
And he had bad sinuses that day, so like for him when he was done, he
had
blew
mad
out.
allergies. Yeah.
When he blew out, like his entire shit's all cleared up. And
Nice.
Like I was able to breathe again. I feel like and she does it every day. I'm like, I feel like if you do that every day, especially if you're a smoker and shit, I'm like, I feel like it would be nice.
Yeah.
It cleans out
My
your
only thing
lungs.
is I want to know what it do to your head. Cause that's a direct shot to your brain, bro. That's what I want to know, like what it really
That
is.
is true.
Cause that
But
shit.
if she do it every day, she must know it's alright.
Cause that first hit isn't friendly.
Yeah. But once you're used to it.
remember that video I sent you? Like,
like for real, I just had the tears coming down. Like, yo, this is not.
Oh shit.
And I don't know. The older I'm getting, the more I am realizing like the shit that's around you, and how good it can be for you or how bad it could be for you. Like food's the number one eye opener.
I love food, man. I'd be lying if I said
Food's the number one eye opener, though. Like once you start noticing like all the bad shit that you could possibly eat in a day, you start getting freaked out. You're like, fuck, I could fuck up on breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in between. Oh, I'm thirsty. Damn, this got high fructose corn syrup in it. Like, there's just so many ways to fuck up.
Way. That's why you see, like, it's funny because even at work, certain people that have started working there when they're young, like 18, whatever, or 19, 20, whatever. When I started too, they were skinny, and now everyone's getting fatter, and I'm like, I'm the one getting thinner.
Yeah, that is weird. How I would question my lifestyle if that was the case. If I go to work every day, and I start off small, why the fuck am I getting bigger?
Yeah, bro. And they think it's just because they're getting older, and it's like, bro, you're not old. You fucking, bro. Like I got a coworker that's 23, and he's already lost his hairline. A lot of shit, that shit gone.
That's scary. As a male.
He had to go bald. He went bald already.
As an Indian male, that's one of my.
The homie you met at.
That's
why he has the hat on.
He had the hat on.
Yeah, he had the hat on. At the 1-year-old birthday party.
Oh, man.
Wow. Yeah. For me, that's one of my biggest fears is losing my hairline. You don't think about that? I think about that a lot. I always dig for my mom's dad's like photos when he was younger. Always dig for him. So I'm like, I don't know where his fucking hairline's at.
Yeah.
Cause if his shit is pushed back at 30, mine's gonna be pushed back by like 35.
Oh man.
That's not. Yeah, no. I'm willing to put $1 million hair insurance policy on my hair.
For real?
If I could do it, yeah. I'm that scared of going bald.
Why? What is it that you're scared of?
Insecurity, ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like when you go bald,
no bitches.
You just look like a thumb.
But but I feel like I'm gonna be the type to avoid it.
I feel you.
I'm gonna be the type to be like, nah, I ain't bald. You know what? I'm gonna ask my barber if he could spray it.
Oh, okay.
I'm the type to be like, you know what? I might see what a front lace gonna look like.
That's Tory Lane shit.
Yeah,
get the little shots in the
I will
follicles.
look for every reason to
That
fix
shit
it.
seems like it hurt.
I don't know, man.
I'll look for reasons to fix it. I know
I think you
myself.
should
Let
just,
it go.
Yeah, I think you should just find somebody who loves you the way you
Nah,
are.
you know, we good for right
Yeah,
now.
Manny, what she said.
My hairline's solid for right now.
You look okay right now. I think you'll be okay.
Like, it's just.
It said that part.
It's just this. I mean, but I never grew hair right here, so I'm not like worried about it receding. If
Right.
this starts getting backer and backer, I have a problem then. But it's been.
Then you just taper it.
It's been in this little spot for I think since a little bit before high school.
Okay.
But as far as this goes, if this starts going back more, bro, life's not gonna be fun. I can't go to Miami and be like, oh, let's hit the beach. No, let me wrap my head real quick.
Well, you just better do that before. You better go to Miami soon. Then before that happens.
You don't think about your hairline ever getting pushed back?
No, that has not once ever crossed my line. My mind.
Not once.
Ever, not once.
That's fucking. You're
Even
blessed.
even seeing like
You're
like
blessed.
certain people on IG talk about it or whatever, and it's never like, oh, I wonder if that would happen to me.
Nah, you blessed, bro. I don't know if it'll
My
happen
dad
to
still
me.
got a good set of hair, so
Yeah.
It's not about your dad. It's about your mom's dad.
I don't know about him. He a
Regardless.
drunk. I never met him.
Yeah, your dad could have the greatest hair in the world. You still could be assed out. So
Yeah.
it
Well, I
don't-
mean, my dad's not super hairy, and I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm not hairy
It
either.
goes from your mom's dad.
Nah,
What's their hairline?
nah, I don't believe that. Cause I see it in my parents.
Alright. You gotta be thankful and lucky that you don't have to have these type of thoughts. Middle Easterns is half and half. Either you have a full set of hair or you bald quick. There's really no in between.
Huh?
Middle Easterns.
Oh.
Like it's not you don't really fall in the middle like, oh, I'm 40 and my shit's starting to recede. No. Either you're 19, your shit's gone, or you good till you're 70. And I just hope I'm one of those good till I'm 70, you know? It's
I
definitely
think
a thought.
you'll be okay, man. I think you'll be okay.
You guys making, you guys making light of this. I do.
You gotta, bro, if you go bald, you gotta accept it. That's it.
Fuck that. We not accepting. In 2020, we passed 2020 when I'm gonna go bald, so I'm not gonna accept it.
Just wear a hat.
They got shots for fucking 2-month-old dentures now, bro. You don't even need to get your teeth removed. They'll fix it with stem cell. You telling me I can't fix my hairline when I'm older?
Yeah, you can. You can do it right now. But why?
I just don't want to go through it.
If you don't
It's
got
a
the money,
scam.
if you don't got the money like that, don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'll sell the house. Shit. The house ain't making me money. My hairline might. You don't think about things like that.
Not my hairline.
Bro, what? That's one of the main things men think about.
I'm solid.
The main thing you may think about.
Shit.
I
I do overthink it, even though everyone tells me you have nothing to worry about. That's just been a fear since I've been little.
Yeah, it sounds like
Because
it.
my dad still has a full head of hair, but his shit is so thin. His shit is thin. He wash his hair, he get brainwashed.
Aw.
Like, his shit is thin, bro. You can see his scalp.
It falls out.
I don't even think it falls out. I just think his shit just thinned out.
When your shit starts falling out, that's when you gotta worry.
But it does, when I take a shower, it's not like
You can take supplements to like keep your hair from thinning out too, you know?
biotin.
But naturally, your hair is gonna fall when you shower, right?
Yeah, and as you get older, like
Raise
your
up.
hair, you know what I mean? Like your body's gonna change. Hate to break it to you.
Did you drop a lot of hair?
Not like that. I feel like but I don't wash my hair every day either. I feel like I take real good care of my hair, yeah. I let the oils build up. Your hair needs the oils.
I definitely don't. I wash that shit.
Why do you strip it of its oils every day?
I sure do.
Yeah, I don't.
But then I put my beanie right back on and keep it moist.
That's bad. That's bad. You gotta let it air dry.
And again, what do you get when you do that shit? Don't you get like fungus or some shit?
Say what?
When your hair's not like super wet, but when it's kind of like dampered and you put a beanie on it.
Oh, so
Or a hat.
yeah, cause so your hair doesn't stick up.
Yeah.
It'd be all puffy.
But isn't it bad for your scalp or no?
I think if you do it every day, probably.
Yeah, Manny.
I don't.
I don't do it every day.
Then why'd you say my name?
Because you insinuated.
You just said you did it,
You insinuated.
asshole. What do you got next? What's next on the questions? Well, what concha are we gonna talk about now?
No, we gotta talk about pies.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, I want to talk about the website. Cause you can order whenever now, right?
Right now, yeah. Right now, January is my birthday, and so I'm doing a special. And so,
Happy birthday.
yeah. So
When's your birthday?
the 20th. And so I do $20 deals for the month of January for my birthday. And it was between Conchas and Tres Leches, but it was such a close...
You can do both.
Yeah, it was such a close race. For everybody, I just did both. So, yeah, last week, man, I made like 15 cakes or something like that last weekend that people picked up. Mm-hmm.
See, I don't like Tres Leches, but you might change my mind, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. You might be
Tres leches is 3 milk, right?
The wet cake.
Oh, I might indulge. I'm a fan of tres leche. I only had it once.
Yeah?
I think I was in like
What flavor do you make it?
10th grade.
It's vanilla, but I use like coconut cream and to make it all, like creamy, So I use like coconut cream and
So it's coconut
milk.
cream is way better than fucking milk.
yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, yeah, it's way more luscious.
Definitely gonna try. And Conchas for your birthday?
Oh, what's your
Yeah,
favorite dish you like making?
Oh gosh, I don't even know anymore. That's funny because I don't know. Like, I just like making everything. I guess if what would be me on a plate would probably be like a pie of some sort. Yeah.
I love pie.
What's the most challenging
too.
food
You
that you
make
make?
banana cream pie?
I've made banana cream pie.
Oh, you haven't done that?
I haven't in a while, but yeah, I've
You
made
ever
it.
perfected it?
I haven't perfected it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds fire. I love banana cream pie.
What's a dish that challenges you when you make it?
Oof, man.
What still haven't you thought you think you haven't got yet? That you need to perfect?
Well, I guess just expanding more breads, like making like baguettes, like French baguettes. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
What are
man.
like the long loaves, skinny loaves of bread.
Oh,
For subs and shit?
Yeah.
Or for pasta or
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
Yeah, I really like that kind of
I
sourdough
love
bread.
bread.
Mm-hmm,
I
me
love
too.
bread. That's my weakness on carbs.
I like fries.
That too.
I'm a potato guy.
That too.
Yeah,
Starch, huh?
yeah,
I love starch.
yeah. It's all good.
I had a bad night the other night, man. 2 orders of fries, right?
Oh no.
I thought it was regular size fries. Nah,
Well, you
Bro.
know they big.
about big as this paper,
Dang.
and they're good. They're not
Capone, what's that?
Capone's.
Capone.
They're not regular fries either. They're
Capone's Pizza?
yeah.
Is it them who has vegan
Vegan.
pizza?
Vegan,
No, yeah.
calzones.
Yeah, somebody was telling me that.
Their dough's vegan.
Yeah,
The sauce is
pizza
vegan.
dough's vegan.
And all pizza dough is vegan?
Yeah,
So-
for the most part,
really?
yeah. Pizza dough's vegan, bagels are vegan.
What about noodles? They're not all noodles aren't vegan, huh?
Not all noodles, but most are.
Like chow mein is it, huh? Or is it?
Chow mein noodles, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I like
Why? I just really like
what
it.
was I saying before that? Before I lost my train of thought. Before the
Capone's.
Capone's, yeah. So they have diet cheese, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
I'm
of
not
Daya
hating.
either,
Yeah,
We all hate Daya. Everyone knows it.
Daya or diet?
Vegan.
Daya, it's Daya.
I don't know. Daya. We're saying it wrong.
Daya cheese.
Vile Life
BioLife is, yeah, that's.
and Follow Your Heart's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
decent. It's decent. But yeah. I always get no cheese, but the toppings, yeah, you can get some veg. It's cool. Like they have vegan butter too.
Oh wow, yeah. See,
Yeah.
I used that place has been there forever.
Yeah, they moved,
Oh, okay.
but like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, literally.
There are Arlington.
No, like literally, like same little plaza, just in the other building.
Next door.
Yeah.
But the fries, man, 2 big batches, hot sauce on the side.
Are they like fresh potatoes? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How do you know they're fresh?
Cause bro, they cut them in front of you.
Oh, that's cool.
They don't freeze. I didn't see them get out the freezer. The dude was like 3 potatoes.
Oh, dang.
That's all I heard. 3 potatoes. I actually put in my 2 orders of fries. She turned around and said 3 potatoes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And anyways, I just picked out and I went right to I didn't even like. I literally put all my food away and then I just laid to the side and went to bed. I woke up full still, but feeling hungry. And that's when I was like, I can't ever fucking do that again. Fries, it's not dinner, man.
Nah.
You have to have something with fries. You can't just have fries by itself.
But those fries are that good. You can have them by themselves.
What are calzone though?
Huh?
What are calzone? Hey, so how were you able to get the Instagram name Vegancita? It wasn't taken?
No.
Really?
Like I said,
Yeah,
I've been
lucky.
Vegancita since 2009.
But IG
no, I've been on
was
IG since,
No?
no, I just have it. Yeah, I've just...
no one had that. You got lucky, huh?
Yeah.
That's a common name. That's a fire name though. People call you Vegancita or they call you Melissa?
No, Vegancita.
That's
yeah.
fire. You embrace it.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. So when's we gonna get a bakery though?
Yeah, that's the goal. Hopefully,
working on
yeah,
that?
later this year or next year. Yeah,
Yeah?
totally. Yeah, are you kidding?
Riverside?
Yes.
Ooh.
These conchas.
Yeah.
Imagine going to the...
It would be tight to have a vegan panaderia in Riverside,
Hell,
no?
what? That'd be fire.
Right?
That'd be super fire, dog. Pull up to the... Man. Vegan conchas every morning.
I want
Yeah,
the
right?
vegan
Freshly
pies.
baked.
The
Ooh.
vegan pies.
Yeah,
all
all
that.
that.
Being able to walk in and put your order whenever. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fire, dog. That's fire. That'd be clutch. I would love to see that in Riverside.
Yeah, I would too.
So, before we get out of here, Melissa, you got any last words?
Last words? No, I'm just mad. Yeah, I'm mad grateful to y'all for inviting me. I really appreciate it. This has been fun.
Thank you.
No, that's a good. I enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah.
I know people. I know we're gonna talk about, but like we just talked about you. You know, I've been following you for a minute, so I just want to know more about your life story and your, I guess, you. Because
Yeah.
I just always like, oh, what's up, Conchas? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. No, yeah, 'cause I'm, I like you. All these, like, we're all business. It's all business. However, like, it's community too. So,
Yeah.
like, it creates family to a certain way. Like, we've
It
known each other
does.
for like a year now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So yeah, like a
That's
lot of
true.
folks that are customers, like, are friends now too. You know?
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every time I walk in an anti-dairy, Chris.
Yeah.
Every time, so that's love. Amaro sent too. Always give me a homie discount.
Yeah.
But like it's dope because that's what I wanted to get out of this podcast, to build with people and just build relationships, and it's my way of networking.
Yeah.
It's my way of meeting people. So even you guys just saying I'll do the podcast, that means a lot because
Means a lot to
it's
us.
dope. It's dope. It's just so dope, and then every time we have like certain people, it's just amazing conversation, amazing things. You know, the stuff they're telling us, and I'm just like, wow, that's so dope that we got to interact. Cause even D, like I feel like I just support enough to where you guys I get familiar.
Yeah.
So even D, every time she sees me, she gives me like free something free. She give me a free
Yeah.
ride. She'll give me. I love, man. That's so dope to me.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
so dope to me. Like right now, man, we got conchas, y'all. I'm about to go eat my conchas, man.
For
We
real.
about to get out of here. Manny back. I had pneumonia. He good.
Oh man.
He just got good. He just got better.
Yeah.
So-
It feels weird. It feels weird to be able to like move around, talk.
And you got
shit.
to eat a concha. My goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, he had his first blunt today too in a minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
That shit was wild. It's been a wild
Oh, man. Glad
opening
you're
year.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah, the year's kind of been started. So how was your New Year's? Is it good energy? Everything started on
Yeah,
good?
it was chill.
That's good.
It was chill.
Any New Year's resolutions or that's corny shit?
No, I don't find it corny. No, it's good to like set goals for yourself,
Right.
however it may be. Yeah, no, I'm down for it. Yeah.
You have a specific goal you would like to share. Or you want to keep it to yourself?
Just keep pushing.
Keep
yeah,
pushing,
I'm just
yeah.
not taking my foot off the gas right now.
Hell no,
No,
man.
no,
Hell no. Yeah. Once it start copying you, that's when you know you won.
Exactly.
That's facts.
Hey man, so we about to get out of here. Overly Blown Podcast, man. See y'all next week.
Bye, guys.
OBOB.